All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to your CET Scoop with your CEO, Community Engagement Leader, Janie Cahill. I want to first thank everyone who is joining live this morning. I think I've just got one. Linda's on the line. Again, thanks for tuning in for all of those that are joining us live. For those of you who are not joining live, I am, remember, recording this, and so I will be sending this to you all by email at a later time. So I want to remind you guys what the goals are of these calls. I really just wanted to be able to present to you guys what a lot of the upcoming fraternal events, as well as any announcements, things that are going on within our market that I really want you guys to be aware of. I know sometimes you guys are really busy and email isn't always the most effective way to communicate sometimes. So I thought this might be a better thing that we could try as far as being able to communicate with you guys and, certainly open to your guys' feedback as we go. I also wanted to be a resource to you. On different times, my goal is to present on different topics related to maybe church engagement or community engagement on different topics that I think would be valuable to you. But again, I would completely open to your honest feedback, and as we move forward, I'm certainly open to hear any ideas from you guys as what you guys would think would be valuable and like to learn more information on. So certainly, if any of you have those ideas, feel free to email me at those anytime. One thing that I do ask is that if you are joining live with us during these sessions, is that please, there will be time at the end for questions, but just please keep any questions that you have on related to the topic to the very end. And for those of you who want to stay after and for some Q&A, you're welcome to do so then, just because I really want to be able to keep it to the 15 minutes that I promised. So again, just any questions we'll hold off to the end. So with that, we're going to get started. All right, so some upcoming events and initiatives that I think are really important that I want to make sure you guys are all aware of. I know you've probably seen some communication through email from either myself or Erica, our TMN specialist, or maybe even our Thrivent member network email system. But we've got a few events that are coming up that I want to make sure you guys are plugging into. These are all events that are very minimal to no cost to you and a great way to engage your members and your prospects with what we're doing here at Thrivent in order to help build your business. So I'm going to kind of go through these one-on-one as we go, but we've got the St. Jude Walk coming up in September, our Women's Build that's going to be coming up in October, as well as another TMN new member event and Giving Tuesday initiative that I'm going to talk through. All right, so on September 22nd, so we have our St. Jude Walk and Run coming up to end childhood cancer. As we are Thrivent Mutual Funds has been announced as another corporate sponsor due to the significant amount of Thrivent Choice dollars that we nominate each year. So we are again going to be a national sponsor of this event. Being that national sponsor, that is going to allow us to have the tents set up at the event. It's going to allow us we're going to be performing an action team again at the event, like we did last year, packing the snack packs for the blood donors, and get a really, really good presence at the event itself. Again, that's going to be on September 22nd. It's going to be again at the Columbus Crew Stadium. The good news is this year, any member or anyone actually that wants to sign up to walk or run and uses our promo code Thrivent this year will get to do that for free. So this is a really great opportunity to invite your members, invite prospects, anyone out in the community can come out, join our team. You can see the pictures from last year's event. And I really anticipate having a larger event this year. I've already had a few members sign up through the email that you probably saw that went out to members. So I encourage you to use those resources that I sent you last week, the electronic resources, the bulletins, do whatever you can to really encourage your members to come out and be a part of an event that day as well as yourself. So make sure you sign up for that the St. Jude event if you're able, and like I said, come out, and it's going to be a really great opportunity to engage in the community. Also, in regards to the St. Jude event, I want to let you all know that I'm still looking for a member to serve on that St. Jude committee. We're really just looking for a really excited, engaged member. Maybe it's this previous chapter member, or maybe it's someone that you know, one of your members that's been deeply impacted by childhood cancer, someone that you know is very passionate about it. But we are looking for that member to serve on that committee for us and just really help drive the event and really increase the engagement among our members and our participants for the activity to help it make successful. So if you know anyone that you think would make a great candidate, please reach out to me, and I'd love to reach out to that person to see if they'd be willing to serve in that position. I will be sending out for those individuals that have signed up. We've had a few that have signed up already through our email system to be a part that day. I will be sending out that list here in the near future, so that way you can see or your members and who's participating that day. Also coming up, we're really excited about this first time Erica and I we're doing this kind of as a pilot event or a pilot test here in Central Ohio. Is our Women's Build Day event that's going to take place on October 6th with our Habitat Mid-Ohio affiliate. We encourage all your women members, but men are welcome as well. But obviously the day is really to celebrate women. Come out. We're going to volunteer that day on our Habitat on site with the 2 builds that we're constructing this year. And the great part about this is for every woman that comes out and volunteers their time that day, our Thrive It member network has agreed to donate $25 to the Stephanie Spielman Fund for Patient Assistance, and that's to help support patients of breast cancer. And so this is going to be a really great opportunity to reach out to maybe some members that have not been a part of a Habitat or Thrive It Builds project before, and really encourage them to come out and have a great time among other fellow women. Again, men are invited and to come as well. They just have to wear the pink shirts. All right, so the next event, another event that we have coming up is on November the 17th. It's going to be our Journey to Generosity event. I don't believe Erica has got the materials out for this event yet, but you will be seeing it very, very soon. So keep an eye out for this. We're really excited. We are going to be hosting this at Ohio Stadium. So our new members, which I believe it's any member that has joined Thrive It in the last 2 years, is going to be invited to come out, tour the stadium for free. It is an away football game that day. So they have an opportunity to tour the stadium for free. We're going to have a viewing party set up with food. We're going to incorporate one of our nonprofit, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and do an action team to help support them. And it's going to be, I think, a really, really cool event that a lot of members, I think, are going to be excited about. So again, look out for more materials on that coming, but make sure you mark your calendar now. All right, so another event that we're really excited about, initiative that we are going to be starting this year, is our Giving Tuesday initiative. And for those of you who were at the regional or RFO meetings last week, you may have heard Melissa and I mention a little bit about this prior. So our Giving Tuesday initiative, which will take place on November 27th, we have selected the Ronald McDonald House Charities to support this year with this initiative. There's multiple components to this initiative. We will be sending more detailed information to this very soon, but just very high level at this point, I just want to make you aware of a few of the different components. We are going to be having activities at 2 different locations, so this provides opportunity for all of the reps, no matter where you are located, to really engage and get involved. One component of the initiative is the donate piece, which our Thrive It has agreed to match up to $20,000 of donations on anyone who goes and donates on our Thrive It Match website that day to Ronald McDonald House Charities. So that's a way that the charity can generate a pretty substantial amount of money that day, and that will be divided among the multiple sites that we're doing this at across the region. The second component is lead. So we're going to be leading, encouraging all our members to lead Thrive It action teams in order to support the Ronald McDonald House leading up to that day. We're going to be providing members very cookie cutter ideas for some of those action teams and what those look like, and giving them very specific ways that they can use those action teams to support Ronald McDonald, so they can just plug them in directly. And in addition to that lead, we are going to be conducting a church challenge with collecting the pop tabs. So you've probably seen the big bins, places that they have all of the pop tabs that they collect. So we're going to have a church and organization challenge, and the church to collect the most of those during that time period will receive a celebration luncheon. The main component that you really should be aware of as well is the attend portion. We are going to have two different activities taking place. One is going to be in the Central Ohio Ronald McDonald House, which is actually, I found out, the largest house in the entire world. We are going to be serving breakfast that morning to the members, and so that is an opportunity for you as financial reps, as well as inviting our members to come out and help do that service component that morning. And in Dayton Ronald McDonald House, we're going to be prepping freezer meals in the kitchen of the Ronald McDonald House that evening. So those are the two locations that we're going to be hosting a service component on site that you can. We would love to have all of you present, as well as invite your members to attend that day. And finally, of course, is obviously members are able to direct those eligible Thrive and Choice dollars to the Ronald McDonald House. So really giving some awareness to that part. So one other last thing that I want to make sure I mention, and again, you're going to see this coming out and get more details on this. This is another new initiative that Erica has launched with our TMN. What we have noticed is that we only have about 1/3 of our members' emails addresses, which makes it extremely difficult to communicate with them. So as a way to help to remedy that situation and really start engaging our members, we are going to be launching a Connect and Give Back. And what that means is for any member who emails the Thrivent Member Network their updated email address for our records and for our system, will give them one entry into the drawing. Also, for any member that likes our Facebook page, we'll get them, Facebook Ohio and Western PA region, will get them one entry into the drawing. And the third would be the Twitter page. For anyone who follows the Ohio Western PA TMN network on Twitter, will have the opportunity for another entry. So all members are eligible for 3 entries into this drawing from September 1st until December 31st is during this campaign. After December 31st, we're going to be drawing 5 names from all of those entries, and 5 individuals will have the opportunity to have $1,000 that they can award and donate to any charity of their choice, charity or church, and they would not even necessarily need to be on the Thrive and Choice list. So this is going to be a really great opportunity for members to engage with what we're doing, provide us opportunity to connect with them and get the proper information to be able to communicate them about what we're doing and all the upcoming events, as well as for them to be able to give back to their community and something we really care about. So again, this hasn't, Erica will be releasing this information very soon, but just make sure you look out for this, because this is something you really definitely want to educate and promote to your members as an opportunity. Lastly, the last 2 slides, just a few things that you could consider for September, just to be aware of, maybe a couple marketing tips or ways to engage in the community. September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. So, make sure that you look for opportunities to really focus on the core component of the Wise with Money journey. So look out for some of the hearsay social media posts surrounding that. Also, maybe consider sending a Broadridge email, such as life insurance at various life stages, protecting your loved ones with DI, why women need life insurance, etc. So you can really use your Broadridge. That's something I know David Shire mentioned at the RFO is really going to be crucial and important as we're looking at those map planning for next year as individuals who are using that. So that could be something during the September. Also, make sure you're aware of that Sunday, September 9th, is God's Work Our Hands. And this is a day in the Lutheran churches, which is a great opportunity for you to get involved in church activities and just support member use of Thrivent Action Teams. I've seen, looking at all the Thrivent Action Teams that are coming through our system, there are so many action teams right now that are attached to that day that churches are performing for these activities. So I encourage you, if you're not sure if you attend a Lutheran church and you're not sure, seek out, see if something's going on, and really plug yourself in that day. Last slide, and I'm not going to read through these. You can certainly refer back to these if you need, but here's just some different holidays that you can be aware of in September that you can use to create some maybe hearsay social media posts during your posting that are a good way to engage with the community, some ideas there. All right, with that being said, that's all I have. So I'm going to stay on the line. I am going to stop the recording. If anyone would like to stay on the line and ask any questions, feel free to do so. If not, I hope everyone has a fabulous week, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.